Hello Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 30 of our Direwolf 20 Let's Play series. Hope everyone is having a great day today, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Previously, we've been working with some of the auto-crafting in Applied Energistics 2. We have our molecular assemblers put up with the interface terminal, and our interface is named via the anvil. As you can see, I've got a few more things that I've added into the auto crafting, and I did finally get everything finished up on the inscribers over here that we worked on, I believe, last episode. You can also see that I've moved my sorting, and so basically what I've done is I've got all of my barrels in a line, and I've got them with input and a priority 15. Then I've got two more down here that actually go to other areas. This one goes to my Botania area, and this one goes to where my Thaumcraft is going to be, and I can show you that in just a minute. Here I've got this one right here is where everything goes coming in, like from the quarry and things like that. That's where my ender pouch is tied to. One thing I found interesting with the ender chests is you don't have to have the block open above it. It'll open just fine without it. Then this one goes to, which side does that one go to? That's the red one. Yep. I think that goes, yes, that goes to our smelting and grinding processes here. Goes to the sag mill and to the pulverizer if need be, to the two alloy smelters, and then goes back to the triple white, which is back to the beginning. Then the one next to it here comes over to our processing area here, that this autonomous activator places the blocks. Then this one breaks it with Fortune 3, and then we have this set up to automatically recharge our pick. Let's see, what else? I think that gets everything caught up there. Oh, let's see if I have, not sure where my tool is. Is it in here? It's not in there. Shoot. I've lost my network tool. I guess, well, I need it because I've got some parts in it. Oh well, I can show it this way. Okay, and then where my Ender IO is pulling the parts out of the inscribers and going down to the chest, I went ahead and tied this line into that same line. So anything that isn't prioritized into one of the chests or into the ender chests for processing will get exported into the gold chest down here at the bottom. And then on the other side, I have a import bus to import everything into the ME system. So this will process all of my bulk stuff up here, and it will send the other items over to processing. And I've also got, I ended up going ahead and doing 3 packagers for my lapis, my redstone, and my apatite. And so basically they just process in and come back into the chest when they're done, and then it goes back into the system and will actually get sent down here to the gold chest to be imported into the ME or the AE system. So that should have you caught up with where I'm at now. And one other thing is our Ender Quarry, our Ender Quarry in the Deep Dark finally finished. And this is what I ended up with as far as Certus quartz. Okay, from here over, this is all charged. The rest of it is regular Certus quartz minus 1 stack that I took for some crafting. And you can also see 12,000 ingots. Well, actually it's 12,844, but I think I had just under 1,000 before I started the quarry. Somewhere around 1,000, 2,000, something like that. So quite a bit. That's weird. Doesn't show the numbers on some of the stuff. So what's that? 18,000, or no, 1,081 on diamonds. So we're pretty good on a lot of stuff. I've got 363 nether quartz, and that is actually what we're going after next. So I went and retrieved my Ender Quarry and my Silk Touch upgrade, the markers, all that stuff to reset. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this in the Nether. But I'm going to have a slightly different setup this time. And that is what we're going to work on today. So let me get a couple of things together and I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. And on this setup, I wanted to try and do something a little bit different. And so I've got my better barrel down here. I've already got it upgraded, and I've actually got it linked to the one on my sorting system. So that way I can have access to my Netherrack from here, as well as from the ME system. So my thought on this was to have this as a self-contained system by running the Netherrack through a magma crucible. So what I'm going to try and do is set it up so that the magma crucible turns Netherrack into lava. The lava will power our magmatic dynamos, and then the leftover lava will power additional magmatic dynamos, and the power from those will be sent to the Ender Quarry. So that's what the challenge is. So that is what we're going to work on. And I did some experimentation, and I believe if the numbers on paper look good, I think we can actually accomplish this. So I've got one, and I have it set up to autocraft. So what I want to do is I want a total of 10. And we can watch all that get put together, and it's kind of fast, so really cool to watch. Really quick, so you don't get to watch much unless you put together a lot of them. And we're also going to be doing augments, and I went ahead and made one each of these. And to be honest, I was making sure that my auto crafting worked. I had put together the auto crafting for these and wanted to make sure that it was working right, so it should all craft correctly. And so we should be able to make up 9 more of each of these. There. And so now we should have 10 each of the upgrades. You're level 3. Put you there. And then we've got our magmatic dynamos. And we'll go back downstairs and get this set up. And eventually I'll make up my mind which way I want to come down here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to come out of the back of this, or actually the side of it, with my power. And I want to dig down one space here and put my vibrant capacitor bank. Now I did spend a little bit of time making up some of the capacitors and things like that, so because I did upgrade my my Direwolf 20 pack to the 1.0.3, so that should give me access to the upgraded Ender IO, which has the higher capacity capacitor banks. This one holds 25 million RF, and I actually think I did that a couple of episodes ago. Okay, so I want to put 5 here, and the reason for that is this runs maximum power 40 RF a tick, or 400 RF a tick. Each one of my dynamos are going to output 80. And so we're going to want 5 of these, and I need one more power here. So that will generate enough power. Okay, that's 5. Oh, are you not stacking? No, you're not. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to want 5 of these so that we'll have enough power to run this. And then, you know, should this cut off or anything like that, then any extra power should go into this. Just so that we're making sure we don't have any loss. And then I want to run my lava. Oops. My lava is going to input into the back of these and then come out a little bit further. Then I go around behind this. Move torch there. And I'll go ahead and make sure this is cut off. Well, I can cut it on to make sure my configuration's right. Okay, so that is the back. It should be that one. Okay, I want input on the back so that my Netherrack goes here. Then my output is going to be on the top. And then that's just my power coming in to energize it. So that should be right. We're going to take in the lava from the back and take in the Netherrack from the back and send the lava out the top. So we'll go ahead and set that to always active. Set this to insert, and we have our Netherrack going in. And we're fully powered, we're just cut off for now. So we'll leave it like that until we get the rest of this set up. Now that, I didn't want that to happen. That's one bad thing about trying to interact while you have any of these in your hand. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, I want you set up to extract, and I want these set to insert. So that the lava that they pull from the magma crucible will be put into these. And then I'll have the rest of it down the line. And it should input into these before it inputs into the ones that I have back here. Alright, now I'm going to take and put that there. Now what I'm using for power distribution, I'm actually switching back over to Tesseracts, because in times past, Tesseracts had a power consumption of 25%. So I didn't use them. That was actually when I found the dimensional transceivers from Ender, and they were at 10%, and so those were the ones that I started using. Well, lo and behold, come to find out, these no longer consume 25%. As a matter of fact, according to the mod writers, they don't consume anything, so there's no power loss. So going to start slowly switching my dimensional transceivers back over to Tesseracts just for, well, just for that reason, really. And so I want to get my 5 put here. Okay, and then what I want to do is pipe all of this. Probably not the most efficient way that I have it laid out, but that way I can still walk through. That will feed those two. That will feed those two. So then I just need to tie that together. Okay. Sorry about getting quiet. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a more efficient way to line them up, because I don't want it to be inefficient. Okay, so you're getting it from there, you there, you there. So I don't need that one attached, and then you're there. So is that each one getting from one place except for you? Disable that one. Disable that one, and then you're still coming in from there. Okay. So I got my hookups right. And now I just need to make sure that they are all set to insert. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So now we have all of that set up right. Now we just need to put our block back. Okay, that's why I've got the other one in my hand. And put in our upgrades. So let's do that real quick. And we do need one each of these in order to get to tier 3. So we can just click one or scroll once up on our mouse on each one, and that will place them in. And it should have one more, top one, there we go. Alright, and then we'll upgrade these 5. And that should have it done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this on, because I've got some surplus netherrack. That way I can go ahead and build up a little bit of power. You know what, actually, No, let's give this the tried and true test. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Nether and place the quarry and see how it does that way. And so let's see. Oh, have I got you set up? Yeah. I'm going to want a new linking book. That way I can go straight to my quarry to check on it. Because one of the things I plan on doing is making this rather large. Let's see, switch over to Blaze. And off we go. Alright, I'm in Blaze. Oh shoot, no, not Ender. Switch again. Alright. Now we have to find a good place. And one of the things you're going to want to be careful of is you don't, well, okay, let me explain this. First of all, normally whenever I mine the Nether, I don't put it down here. I go all the way up to bedrock. And that is where I end up placing it. And so what you want to try and do, or what I usually try and do, is find a place that doesn't have these big open cavernous areas. Because then you just waste a lot of your mining area. And I'd rather not get in one of those areas. Never have liked those bees. Let's see. I'm getting a little turned around here. Let me go back over here a little closer to my spawn or my entry, because one thing I don't want to do is make sure I don't go away from my lava pump and then end up quarrying back toward it. And I can go ahead and kill you while we're here. Okay, so my pump is there. This is a fairly open area. Oh, I guess. Alright, this will work. So we'll come over here. And start digging up. Ash block. Bedrock. Alright, so we have made it. Now, my lava pump's over there. So what I want to do is I want to go that direction. And that direction. I do believe that will work out best. Okay, so I'll come right here and we'll start looking at getting these placed. Let me start there, and for now, just so I remember which direction it is I want to go, I'll place that one. And while I'm thinking about it, I want to go ahead and place a marker here. Lava pump exit spawn. Okay. My Nether Quarry. And I don't know how far we want to go. Okay, this stuff just shouldn't be here. Oh, that's interesting. Hello and welcome to the top side. I'll have to remember that little spot. I can definitely make use of that. I mean, I know some of the trees you can use and plant them and break through, but that just makes it easy. Okay, I don't mind Nether ores mod pack, but this is just ridiculous. Because this is just going to get all grades avoided. So how far have we come? Let's go 120. And the reason I say it, I don't know if there's a range limitation on this or not. Honestly, as expensive as these little markers are, I would hope it's not a limitation on it. Okay, I'm glitched. Let's see if I can place a block so it'll... Yep. There was actually a block there, but the client thinks that it's gone, so then they fight over whether or not I can stand there. Alright. So I want my marker here. And I don't see any of the little effects, so it might be out of range. Oh, I guess you step down on the meat. Oh, that's weird. Or the flesh. Oh, I'll just fly. That just makes it easier. Alright, so break that one. Now we want to go this way. And I'll go a little shorter range this time. Maybe I'll just go about 64 this way. Okay, I didn't know I was going to need an axe and a shovel just to dig in the nether. I mean, the ash is kind of neat. It's got a decent burn time as compared to, you know, a lot of other things, but still, this is just about annoying. And I guess since I'm overloaded now, I need to send some stuff back. So let's send the Netherrack, because we're going to be burning that anyways. Am I backed up? Oh, okay, just lagged. Yeah, it's all sand. And I'm going to be filtering some of that out a little later, but for now it should be alright. I've got enough room in the AE system to hold it. I just don't see the need to keep any of it. A little bit further. That's good enough. Okay, I don't see any effects on that either. Maybe it's because I've got it cut off. Particles. Okay, that one is working. I have to move quick because I'm ablaze, and you have that fog effect on you. Alright, so it looks like that's all good. And I don't understand why being ablaze gives you that smoky look, because the actual blaze doesn't do that. I don't know. Maybe they do it just to hinder trying to do it. Alright, so we have these placed. Got one down that way, one over there. And so next what I want to do is get out of the hole. Alright, so now what I want to do is I'm going to want to place my Ender Quarry, my upgrade, and my Tesseract. So Ender Quarry goes here, right click it, and you can see down on the bottom left, analyzing fence boundary, which it's not using because it's using markers. So then it says found attached marker. Found attached marker, Ender marker, successfully established boundary. So that's all good to go. Then we're going to place our upgrade here. Ender chest. Place our Ender chest up top. And then we're going to place our power here. Now what I want to do is I want to set this up. So we're going to give this a channel number 66. Yeah. Call it Nether Quarry. And we want to activate on that. And so in theory, this should all be set up. Now we're going to find out if it works. Just as soon as I clear out just a little bit more room. And the reason for that is I brought back the book from where we had the quarry in the deep dark. And so I want to put that one here. That says Ender Quarry, but it should take me home, I believe. And I want to open this book here to register it here. Now, did I? Well, it is going to the Nether. Okay, I've got that book named wrong. Alright, so let me make another little stand here. One book stand coming up. I need sticks. There we go. And I'll just pop that one there. Oh, I do want to come over here and do this. Name that one Ender Quarry, because that one's actually supposed to be named Ender Quarry, and we should be able to go right back here. Cool. Now that's an easy way to get back and forth. Now what we want to do is go down here and cut it on. So hopefully I can just take and turn this on. This will start burning through the Netherrack using the power from this and its internal buffer, which from this you can see, if you look there in the red, minus 400 RF a tick, which that's how much it is using. So it has started producing lava, and so it is filling the magmatic dynamos. and after it does a few processes, it should generate enough lava so that the magmatics are using less lava generated than it is taking power to run this. So now we're at minus 80 RF a tick. So once it generates enough lava to fill this one, then it should even out here. Okay, so now we've got them online. Now that one's getting funky. But you sent some over here, which I haven't cut that on down there yet. There's not a way. Yeah, it's just insert. So there's not a way to prioritize that. Well, I can do this. Now it will at least go to there and not produce the excess yet. So maybe I need to let this get going. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to let this run like it is for a little bit and see if it will even out. So like right now they're all running, and so we're actually sending or using 0 RF a tick. And that's where I want it to be. But I want to make sure that it is giving these lava before it sends it down there. So let me let this run for a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've got a little better thing here, and the only thing I did is on this end I replaced the pressurized conduit with the ender fluid conduit, and then used an open blocks tank as a go-between on these to get these to connect together. And this seems to be doing really well. These are pretty much staying full, and then as lava is produced and it tops these off, and what's left goes to here, which this side then picks up. So we'll come over here, turn on our quarry, which I don't even know. Okay, that needs to be on send, and those off. And so that should, except I just realized I didn't set that up on the other end, did I? Okay, Nether Quarry, energy, send only. But it's not sending, so that means these over here are not set up. And once again, I go way over my target of 30 minutes. Of course. Energy receive. Nether Quarry on. Redstone ignored. Are you scanning? 143 blocks scanned. So it is running. My power is dropping though. Why is that? Okay, it's fluctuating. So we're sending power, but it isn't enough to run it at full speed, of course. Which, honestly, that's not a real big concern, because I don't really care how slow it is, because it is self-perpetuating. It's feeding itself, and we are going up. So we're at 23 stacks of 64, and it is a bit slower than I thought it would be though. There I used one. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here because I know that I am a good bit over my time. This is not taking the power though. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Hold on just a minute. I'll see if I can figure out why this is not wanting to work, and I'll be right back. Okay, and as strange as it may sound, apparently the magnetic dynamos do not like being hooked up directly to the Tesseract. So I can't do the wraparound like I did. So once I got them set up like this, with the lava coming in the back, the power going to the power conduit, and then that going into the Tesseract, they're staying at 80 and pushing on along. And so then we come back over here and you can see that we are now quickly rising on our Netherrack, which you'll see some pauses if there's air gaps or things like that. So we're at what, 26 stacks and 28. 40, 50. So, and here you can see the Netherrack coming in, ash. And like I said, this isn't extremely fast, but like I said, it's self-perpetuating. It's using the excess lava generated to generate or to power extra machines. And so, you know, with the resources, if you wanted to, you could do multiples of these. It looks like this is about the right division as far as, you know, the number of machines running off excess lava and things like that. So, looks like this is, I'm going to call this one a success. Because we're doing exactly what I wanted it to do, whereas it is generating more than it is consuming. So the power it is generating is bringing in more Netherrack than is being used to generate the lava that powers itself, if that makes sense. At the end of a cycle, we have more than we spent. That's about the best way to put it. And this is still sitting at 0 RF a tick, so I could actually pull this out. Actually, I think I'll do that. It's not really needed. And I'll put that little block back in there. And so now the only buffer is a machine buffer. And the buffers, well, these don't have a buffer. They have one, but it's not being utilized because all the power is going here. And so now this is just sitting at 64. And now we're at 30 stacks plus 3. So prepare for outer body experience. Switch out a blaze. That's just a painful sound. But anyways, that is today's episode. Next episode, we will be doing probably something else. One of the things I do have planned is to go back to Botania area. I am wanting to do the Elven portal, but before I do that, I need to renovate my Botania area. It's a bit cluttered, and I've got a couple ideas, and I think that's what we'll probably do next. Coming up after that, we're going to be looking at either Blood Magic or Thaumcraft, and here before long I need to kill a Wither, because in my forays into the Nether to get the Blaze Rod for the Ender chests, I've been killing the Wither skeletons. So I've got, I don't know, 16, 17 Wither skeleton skulls. So about time to kill a few Withers and get some Nether stars, maybe make some wings, and do a few other things. So that's what will be coming up here before too long. So that's the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please help me out and click like down below. If you have any questions or suggestions, Make sure to leave it down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you would like to be notified when our next video comes out. I do try and publish every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and so far I've done fairly decently on that, I believe. But anyways, hope you have a great day. Take care. This is Jim Slate, and God bless.